Hi, everybody. It's me, Shannon. I'm going to turn off my video. I just wanted to be able to say hi to everybody before we get started. But we have some pretty bad weather here in Virginia, so I don't want to use up too much bandwidth and like everything break, just to let you guys know. So, but I wanted to say hi before we get started. So, um, all right, let's get started. So today we're going to be going over cash basis and cash basis reporting. Well, Sprinterra and cash basis reporting, actually. My name is Shannon Landreth. For those of you that do not know me, I've been in the Acumatica ecosystem since 2016. I started I started at Sprinterra as the cash basis product owner in September of 2024. Since then, I've been meeting with partners to discuss ways of bettering the cash basis module. I might have already met with some of you guys, but that's what my goal has been since I got on, since I joined Sprinterra.
Shannon, sorry, just
Yeah.
to let you know, you're not sharing the presentation.
Oh my goodness. Just 1 second. Sorry about that. Thank you, Alex. Is it sharing now? Are we good?
Yes, we're good.
Perfect. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys.
But we can see your Acumatica screen.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
This is me. You just saw me though. Look a little different, but this is me. Okay, so in today's webinar, what we're going to discuss is we're going to discuss who Sprinterra is and what our core offerings are, cash basis, what it is and why it matters, the key industries that can benefit from our solution. Also, we'll discuss the core features and I'll show you how it works. And then in conclusion, we'll discuss what's on the future roadmap and how to get started with our solution. I will also have a little bit of time at the end for any questions that you might have. Sprinterra was founded in 2007. We began working with Acumatica in 2013 by implementing the system for our internal operations and developing custom modules to meet our specific needs. Since 2014, we have provided Acumatica customization development services. And in 2023, we expanded into Acumatica product development by acquiring the property management and the cash basis modules from Acumatica. With a large in-house team of certified developers, business analysts, and QA specialists, we now operate two distinct lines of business within our Acumatica practice. The first one being development services for OEMs, VARs, and Acumatica, including always current support to ensure customizations remain compatible with every Acumatica version, and we adhere to the Acumatica's technical guidelines, so when those are supposed to be pushed. The second thing that we have is our own ISV products, which is the property management and the cash basis customization projects. Today's focus, of course, is going to be on our ISV product, cash basis. A little bit background about our cash basis is cash basis was initially developed by IBS alongside the property management software. The product was later then acquired by Acumatica. In 2023, Sprinterra took ownership of both products to accelerate its developmental roadmap. Our technical expertise and extensive experience earned Acumatica's trust in solidifying this transition. We actively collaborate with several VARs, supporting their customers who rely on our products. We look forward to sharing more about the cash basis, how cash basis can bring value to your business. So in today's webinar, we will provide a thorough walkthrough of the cash basis reporting module, its features, benefits, and application. And then at the end of this next discussion, I'll do a small live demonstration so you could see it work. So a little bit of background about Acumatica accounting. So since Acumatica is an accrual accounting method software, we offer the cash basis solution. This solution supports customers that are seeking to convert accrual transactions to a cash ledger, enabling them to generate both cash and accrual financial reports using the same data set, and provides a possibility to maintain both the accrual and cash basis cash ledgers, generate financial statements on a cash basis, and then run reports using either of the accounting methods that we have to offer. Some of the key industries that benefit from cash basis reporting, they include small businesses that are not registered as a corporation and with an annual income below, it's actually below 26 million. Sorry about that, that's a typo. I meant to change that, but it's $26 million. Non-publicly traded companies not required to disclose financials quarterly. Businesses without inventory to track, sole proprietorships, sole proprietors and small businesses, and and then cash only businesses such as freelancers or small retailers. Some examples of Acumatica clients would be the professional services, architects, and property management companies. Some of the benefits of using cash basis are its simplicity and ease of use. They require, cash basis requires minimal journal entries, making it perfect for small businesses. There's a clear cash flow visibility when you use cash basis that provides a transparent view of cash flow with real-time updates. There's tax advantages of it. It helps business manage tax obligations effectively by recording income when cash is received. And then the cost effectiveness, where that comes in, is it eliminates the need to tracking receivables and payables, which reduces your administrative burden and minimizes any errors that might come about. The cash basis supported modules from us are GL, AP, and AR. Cash basis reporting is used for scenarios such as multiple customers that have multiple entities where the main company uses accrual and then its subsidiaries or branches use cash counting. Property management companies that want to see their current cash position, and then cash basis customers migrating to Acumatica that want to see cash books for year over year. Even though it says here the solution is not recommended for companies who only require cash basis reporting, the reason that is because Acumatica's accounting is accrual basis. So we can turn only cash basis on, as you may know, like through your reporting to where every time they go into the reports, it's only cash basis, but it's not recommended just for cash basis. There are softwares out there that are only cash basis, and that's not ours. And then, like I said before, cash accounting is not allowed for companies with gross receipts over 26 million per year or companies that manage inventory. And the reason for that is because most businesses that are that way, accrual accounting is more accurately linking, it more accurately links expenses and revenues and provides like better accounting for those companies. Acumatica is an accrual-based system, so all transactions are immediately recorded into the accrual ledger. When using cash basis, cash account transactions are converted and include balancing revenue and expenses entries, and non-cash accounts can also be directly converted using our GL transaction screen. So we have the GL, we have GL, AR, and AP that's allowed. If it doesn't automatically, we have the ability to convert those in GL, and I'll show you that. Our solution is built on top of Acumatica's accrual accounting. It's not a standalone product. So when using cash basis, the conversion essentially copies the accrual ledger entries to a cash reporting ledger, therefore utilizing the existing ARM reports available in Acumatica. So anytime you change those ARM reports for your clients, the one thing to keep in mind, it is also changing those reports for your cash basis reporting. Okay, so resulting transactions whenever you use, and again, I'm going to do a live demo, so we'll be able to see this a little bit more in action. But as you can see here, when a transaction has been converted, you'll be able to see the cross-reference on the journal entries. So up here, this is showing the original journal transaction, the original batch number. I'm sorry, this is the cash basis one. The original batch number is not here because it's down here on the cash basis one. So this shows the cash basis that links back to the cash basis journal transaction that was created. And then you could see the original, and it shows here that this one is the cash basis. The good thing about this is that once it's been converted, because there is that linkage, you cannot convert it again. So there's no accidental double entry, if you will. In order to do a cash conversion on an AP bill or an AR invoice, you have to process the transaction all the way through to the payment. Once the payment has been created and you release it, you can then create that. And again, I'll show you that here in just one moment. Another type of transaction outside of the AR and AP are the journal entries completed directly into the GL journal transaction form. In these situations, you may find that you need to utilize cash conversion mapping forms. We have two of those. The first one is the cash conversion mapping screen. This is where you can set up a customizable mapping for precise cash flow for items that do not originate from AR or AP. You can set up that mapping to the correct cash accounts through these screens. And then this one is for the clearing account. So there is, as we all probably know, since we do finance, that when you use a clearing account, there is a delay in the cash recognition process because of that sweep that's done. We also offer a clearing account mapping screen, and that's going to be the review that I show you. But we offer this one also because it's a different type of transaction. So let's go ahead and take a look at all of this in action. One thing that I do want to preface with, you may all know already, but since this is my local version, there's going to be like a slight delay. It'll be a little bit slower than like if you were to use this cash basis, like on your clients' computers. I just wanted to let you know that. So the first thing we're looking at here is a bill and adjustment that I've created. A couple of things whenever you're first setting up cash basis that you need to remember is that pay by line. Let's actually go over there. I didn't think about showing that. Okay, sorry about that. The one thing to keep in mind is whenever you're setting up a new customer, you want to use the pay by line. Although now we have two different ways for you to use our cash basis accounting. We have from the customer sales account, which would be on the customer, on their financial tab, their GL account tab. And then we have the first line of the document details for both AR and AP. What you're saying here is that it's going to always use the sales account, or else it's going to use the first line of the document in the document details. If you use the customer sales account, when you do pay by line, it's going to recognize each one of those lines and their GL accounts. So we added this in 24R1. So anyways, what you want to do is when you're starting to implement a customer, just keep in mind whether they're going to be cash basis or not, because what you'll want to do is turn that pay by line on for both customers and vendors. So as they're creating them, then they're in there, which then starts the transaction as pay by line for you. So what we're going to do here is we're going to remove hold. Sorry, I know I just messed with that. Can you guys still see my screen? Can somebody tell me?
No.
No, you cannot?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Now you can? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I had to move that thing. I couldn't see my tabs up here. Okay, sorry about that. So then we have this at the point where it's going to be paid. So now we're going to release that. And then we're going to pay it. Now remove the hold, print process. And then I'll release the payment. So now what the system just did was it threw it over to another screen, which is my cash conversion screen. Then as you can see here, I have that payment that's posted. So let's go and go into our invoices and memos and do that for AR also. Normally I'd insert joke here, you know, everybody, we always get kicked out every time we're working in Acumatica when we're trying to show something. So, okay, then we'll release this. And then if we go back over to that cash conversion screen and I update it, we can now see both that AR and that AP payment that was set out there. At this point, what we can do is we can go ahead and release these two. I'm not really sure where this one came from, so we're not going to mess with that so it doesn't mess up everything I'm trying to show you. But, and then what we'll do is we'll process all. Okay, and then we'll go into our journal transaction. That's interesting, it's showing up here. So I'm going to release the journal transaction that I've created. What I'm using here is I'm using my clearing account mapping. So I've said if you see this number, then put it into this operating account. So on my journal transaction, I use that number and we're going to look at the reports and see what it did. And then we are going to go into our profit and loss. So as you can see here, I cleaned it out so that you guys can actually see what it did. So my profit and loss report, there's nothing there. And if I run my balance sheet, it's going to be there now. But it should have been 0. Oh my goodness. So if I go to my cash ledger, let's see. So now you can see those transactions. So my 10,200 went here, and then my 33,000, excuse me, went here. And then if I go to the other financial report, my profit and loss, and run this report, then you can see here that my sales revenue 4,000, 40,000, and then should be over here my my 750. So the other way that you can check and make sure that that these have gone through is if you go to finance, we have this thing called a cash conversion log. And on the cash conversion log, it'll show you what items you have released and what you've created, if you will, onto the cash conversion. The other thing that you can do, of course, always is you can go to your journal transaction screen and you can see you should have 1-to-1. So I have 200 of my actual, and then I have 200 of my cash, and then 750 of my cash and 750 of my actual. The other thing that you can do, which is what I showed in the pictures, is they go back to each other. So you see your AP, and then if I go back, let's go to this one. So this one has my original of 14884, and then one four eight eight four. And this will show you the mapping that has been created. So in this one, it said that if you found the 1100 to put it into sales revenue, the 40,000, and then that's where it was mapped. So this was the reporting that we just looked at, and then our cash conversion after. So what we have coming up on our roadmap is in 2025 is we're going to have the ability to select company and or branch that you want to use cash basis for. I've been working with a few of you discussing like what could be better. That's one of the things that was asked for. The other thing that was asked for was adding mapping for sub accounts. And then at being able to bring in historical data in for live clients. So we have some of those clients that have decided that they want to do cash basis, but they're already live. And how do we do that? So we're looking into creating a process for that. The other thing that I would like to ask for anybody that's on the call is if you come up with anything that maybe you think would be good to put into the cash basis module, to kind of reach out to, not kind of, but to reach out to me, and we can sit down and discuss what the solution might be that you're thinking of and what we can put into the system. Because now that we have it in our hands, we want to develop it, make it better, more robust. Okay, so what's next and how do you get started? The first thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to identify and research the existing clients that you have or any potential clients. Then what you'll do is you'll come to Sprinterra and register that lead. You can schedule a discovery call and a demo. You can do that with or without us. We are more than welcome, more than happy to do both. And then what you'll do is you'll complete your sale, and then we can, and then you'll oversee, then you'll start implementing the software. This again is something that we offer. We offer the implementation, or we offer support to you while you implement, or we can just be completely hands off, up to you. But it is something that we offer. The pricing, which everybody wants to know. So the pricing, cash basis is fulfilled by Acumatica. So we are on the marketplace. If you look up cash basis reporting, we're on the marketplace for that. And then also you can find us on the price sheet. Since we are fulfilled by Acumatica, we're on the price sheet. And then the other things that we have to offer, which I just stated, but kind of breaks down here, is implementation and support. So we offer the implementation ourselves, or we can help you. And then we also have post go live support. And that's today. Do we have any questions? It doesn't look like we have any questions. If you do, you can take yourself off mute. If it won't let you, you can just chat me. Okay, well, I thank everybody for coming today. If you have any questions, like I said, please feel free to reach out to me or anybody on my team, and we will get back to you as soon as possible.
And we will distribute the recording of the session.
Perfect.
So
Thank you.
Review.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
Shannon.
you, Shannon.
You bet.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.